Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so what you may possibly be struggling with is the Star card. Also could be an Aquarius. What you need to look at is the Five of Wands, and energies coming in is the Knight of Pentacles. All right, let's get a Lenormand. Clarification on the Star. All right, we have the staircases. And then I felt like one more, so we have the wishing well. I kind of feel like this one is in between the two. And then for the five, I almost feel like it's looking at something, looking at the Five of Wands, even though this person is down below, but I'm almost I almost feel like it's looking right at that. And then Nine of Pentacles. We have the Cross and Clouds and the Rider. It's almost like we have two riders because we've got the Knight of Pentacles there. All right, and then I feel like these cards here. Well, that one came flying out. So we have the Star, we have the Staircase, Page of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have Temperance. Change. I feel like you want change, but you just don't know how to go about it. I feel like you've given up on something. I feel like you want to go in a new direction, but you're not really sure of that direction. But I almost feel like things are going to fall into place for you if you just give it time. I feel that maybe this wishing well of what it is that you wanted to do or what you wanted to have happen, that maybe that has changed. That is different than what it was before, that your goals are different. I feel that there's a lot of frustration going on within you because I almost feel like this anger in you because you're like frustrated that this didn't work out, or that something isn't falling in place, or that you're feeling confused. Like I feel like you thought that you were going to be more settled than what you were, that you figured that at this point in your life that you were already going to be at this wishing well point, but that you're not. And there's definitely frustration within that, right? When we have these goals, or we say, you know, when we're younger and we're like, oh, by the time I'm this age, I'm going to be this, or I'm going to be that, or I'm going to, you know, this is where I want to be, or this is what I want to have happen, or like, or I never thought that I would be in this position at this time in my life, right? I never thought that I would be going through this, or that I hadn't accomplished all of these things that I wanted to accomplish by this time of my life. And there's definitely that frustration there, right? That there's that frustration, and then there's that frustration with yourself, but then sometimes it can spill over to other relationships that you have around yourself. And I almost feel like it's just to hang in there and to not give up and to keep going and to focus on what makes you happy and to reevaluate things, and then taking those steps to start moving towards a new direction. We have a loss of something. It's okay to take that time, or if we're feeling depressed, or we're feeling sad, or we're feeling frustrated, it's okay to take that time to process it. But we also have to keep our eye on as not letting too much time go by as to where it starts to inhibit us, where it starts to make us feel like we don't want to do anything, that we're not really being the way that we normally are, that we're feeling out of sorts, and that it's time to stand up and do something about it. and to see what our next move is going to be, but the move that's going to be best for us, and then taking the actions to get out there and do it. Good things are definitely headed your way. Good things. Being that bear, being strong, right? He has both his hands surrounding this pentacle. And if it has to do with a job, or it has to do with money, or it also could be with your physical being, because the pentacles represent your physical being. So I feel like it's, if you're feeling physically exhausted and you're feeling physically tired, and that kind of, you know, sometimes when we get that way, we're like, oh, I just want to eat junk food and I just want to not do anything. But sometimes when we push ourselves and we say, okay, I want to get myself out of this energy, that we push ourselves and we say, okay, I'm just going to go for a walk. I'm going to go for a 5-minute walk, or I'm going to go to the gym and I'm just going to do the treadmill. I'm not going to make myself be there for an hour. I'll just go, I'll do that for 10 minutes and then I'm done. Setting yourself up for success, to do those things to get you out of this energy, to restore your hope. Setting yourself up for success where you know that you can accomplish something, that you can do something. And sometimes, even if it's just sitting in your living space and you're just stretching out, because that's what I do. Because I know I'm not a gym person. I'm not going to go to the gym every single day. I know I'm not going to do it. I've tried it. It works for a couple weeks and then I'm done. I'm over it. I can't deal with it. It's not my thing. I love to ride my horse. That's definitely a form of exercise. And lately I have been stretching when I get up in the morning. So I get out those kinks, I stretch out, I feel good. That lifts me up mentally. I've also been trying to eat better, stay away from the junk food, stay away from the processed sugars, and drink more water. And that's helped me too. So it's all of those little things that you can do that you know you can set yourself up for success. Like I said, I know I'm not going to go to the gym. What can I do in my apartment? I do some stretching. Sometimes it's for a few minutes. Sometimes it's for longer. But at least I'm doing it. At least I'm doing something. Even if it's just for 2 minutes, then at least you've done something and you've set yourself up for success and you've accomplished it. Maybe tomorrow you'll do more, maybe it'll be less, but at least you're doing it today. Okay, that's what you have to do, is just make sure that you do those things that you know you can accomplish. Don't say, oh, I'm going to go to the gym and work out for 2 hours, when you might do that once, but then you're like, oh, I don't really want to go back and go do that. Right? What is that thing? What are those things you can do that you know you can follow through with? We have the sun. So the sun, again, is surrounding this reading. The sun energy, the positive energy. I love it. What other energy? We have deceit. Don't fool yourself. Don't do things that you already know you're not going to follow through with. That you're not being true to yourself. That you know is too ambitious for you at this time. Does not mean you cannot accomplish that later. But knowing that at this time that you can't accomplish that, and is it that subconscious that's trying to set you up for failure? We have financial constraints. This one keeps coming out too. I don't know why that keeps coming out. Again, if you're struggling with a job that you're doing or a career that you're doing and you're not feeling that fulfillment, right? You're not feeling that star energy, that hope, that guided, that direction, right? That you're not feeling that it's the right thing for you. What do you feel is the right thing for you? What is that business or that career that you feel is good for you? That way of making money, that way of paying bills, that way of getting things done. What is it that you feel is right for you? And is that something that you can start pursuing, that you can start looking into, that you can start, right, reaching out, putting the resume out, learning knowledge, right? Just even if it's just writing those things down and saying, okay, this is what I would like to do. This is what I need to learn. This is what I need to look at. This is what I need to, you know, who else has gone on that path? What are the steps I'm going to have to do that? Because we have a lot of pentacles here. We have the Page of Pentacles, the King and Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's almost like that whole family of Pentacles is here. 2 Knights of Pentacles. And it's about making those changes. Hanging in there and don't give up. but not setting yourself up for failure and saying, okay, is this really something that I want to do? Is this something that I'm going to pursue? Is it something that I'm going to continue to be able to be doing? That I don't want to make things harder for myself, but I want to make things easier. All right, so I kind of feel one more. So we have Angel of Balance. What is that balance between, you know, what it is that you want to do and what can you actually achieve and do? Let's get a Star Dragon's energy for the reading. What Star Dragon's reading? We have those good and the good and bad, those challenges, the easiness, right? We have those things that go on in life and that happen, and it's like, how do you handle those things, the harder times, the tougher times, when things don't work out? How do you handle that? Do you let it overcome you, or do you pick yourself back up? You hang in there, you pick yourself back up, and you make the changes. Vision, contemplating the future. Exactly, that's what I feel like. That's what this reading is that you feel a loss here, a loss of hope, a loss of direction or guidance, and taking that time to say, okay, contemplating the future, where do I want to go with this, right? What is my next wishing well? What is my next goal? That if this didn't work out or this didn't happen the way that I wanted, what's my next one? This one wasn't good enough. This is going to be even better. Right? Perception. How do you perceive that? How do you look at that? All right, let's get Animal Oracle. Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. Exactly, that's what I feel like this whole reading is vision, contemplating the future. Time for beginner mind. How can I turn things around? How can I change things up? Where do I need to go from here? All right, let's grab a crystal. Crystal energy for this reading for Capricorn. What do we have? I feel like this top one here. All right, that's an interesting one with the yellow in it. We have golden and hydroherkimer. Wow, I don't think I've seen this one yet. Sunshine, vitality, and joy. Containing floating gold liquid, is named after the oil suspended within the crystal. Rare and possessing wisdom from the Himalayas where it is found, this stone stimulates the third eye and enhances intuition and connection to the universe. It promotes gender fluidity and acceptance, assisting in transitions and connecting with one's gender or healing wounds. Strongly tied to the solar plexus, this stone can clear out emotional baggage from many lifetimes. Live out loud and proud, right? Being strong, standing up for what you believe in, not fooling yourself, going after your dreams, not being held back by challenges that may come your way, but feeling proud and strong and good about yourself, right? Going after your dreams, facing the challenges. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.